Three.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. Wait 1 second.
Yeah, we straight chillin', serial killin', pre-core villains on the mic, got you reelin'. 5-star rated from the floor to the ceiling. If you catch a 1-star, no time for feelings. Got a demon DJ on the ones and twos, by the name Beelzebub, so don't get confused. So grab a seat by the fire, roast a marlow or two, and prepare to hear the legend of the straight chillin' crew.
What up, nerds, and welcome to another Living Dead Girl episode of Straight Chilling, the weekly horror movie review show where you chill and we kill, slice, dice, and chop up yet another horror movie. My name is Bob. I'll be your host for this evening. This is episode number 593, recorded on Tuesday, August 18th, 2026. Tonight we're talking about House of 1,000 Corpses from 2003. This was the winner of the August poll, the theme for which was Movies Justin Hates. Before we get into it, let me introduce everyone else on the show tonight. First up, calling in from Washington, D.C., we got your boy, Rand Diesel. What's up, man?
Hello.
What's up, buddy? You ready to get zombified? It's been a while since we've done one from the oeuvre of one Robert Zombie.
Was the last one we did 31, maybe? Like from 6 or 7 years ago?
Halloween 2
Halloween
since then.
Deuce.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be the last one. You're right.
Yeah, but that's still a couple years ago at least.
That was a holdout. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I forgot about those movies. Last but not least, calling in from Seoul, South Korea, we got Shaboy Soju. What's up, man?
Oh, what up? It's your boy Dragula Stains, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Here to drag, boys. It's drag night. Here we go.
Yeah, bro.
It's a drag night tonight. I'm not a drag king or a drag queen. I'm a drag sultan, baby.
You love
Sultan?
I'm a drag czar.
Drag corpse, perhaps?
Nope.
Boys, did you know today is, like, I guess unofficially the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day? It's like the day that the movie takes place
shit.
on.
Oh, really?
Isn't it perfect that we're talking about this giant fucking homage to Texas Chainsaw on Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day?
Some might call it a ripoff.
Some might call it a loving homage. A very loving, thorough, and competent homage to one of the greatest horror films ever made. It's what most people would call it.
Most people would
Cheers.
say that, yes.
Taking the words right out of your mouth, I think.
Bob, get out of my mouth.
Must have been when you were kissing him.
Don't pretend that's what you really want. I've flashed back to episode 283 today to listen to our double feature review of Texas Chainsaw 1 and 2, which was our Halloween double feature from
Dude,
like
that
20...
is Red Stag Randy, and I have a distinct memory of listening to that.
The birth of Red Stag Randy, where he allegedly drank an entire bottle of Red Stag over the course of 3 hours recording.
I will say,
The
when
truth
that episode,
is somewhere in between.
when it came out, it was beautifully autumn when it came out. I remember having a great autumn day the day I listened to that. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you remember that on that episode, I believe it was the first time we were doing the polls that one of us would hate, like 3 movies that one
I
of us
don't
would hate?
remember that now.
Oh, wow.
That recording, we were talking about the November poll for 2018, and the theme was movies Justin would hate, and they were all 3 Rob Zombie movies.
Damn.
And what? Say that again?
They were all
They
three
were all
Rob
3
Zombie movies.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
we revived it, dog, on the perfect day. The absolute perfect day. The winner of that one, I think, was 31, which is why I had it on the brain. So,
God, was that 8 years ago?
I think it was
Oh my
2018,
God.
2019, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was.
Maybe
No, I think it was 2018. 8 years ago,
God.
boys. God.
It's crazy, man.
that is
Yeah.
insane.
Listening to that episode, you're promoting like your Twitch streams and shit, Juice.
Oh my God! So it's been 8 years. Jesus.
Christ.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
damn.
Anyway, we're talking about House of 1,000 Corpses tonight. Before we get into it, let's tackle a little bit of housekeeping real quick here. Our September poll is currently posted over on our Patreon website. If you guys support us at the $5 level or above, you get the chance to vote on a movie we're talking about this September. The theme for September is Whoa, Robert Loggia.
Oh yeah, joke's still fresh, Bob. How those numbers looking?
Randy.
Sorry, one second. I can't. I'm having some audio issues right now. I'm gonna sign off for like a
Okay.
second,
Yeah,
and I'll have to come back. Give me a second.
go for it.
Damn technology.
I know. Randy was like trying to break in. I thought he was trying to drop the Robert Loggia bump.
No, guys, I
like-
gotta drop the bomb.
I gotta do it.
Slow down.
I gotta. 18.
Oh man.
Robert Loggia.
Billy.
Billy, sweet.
Did you
Billy
decide on a
boy.
Halloween costume yet?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the Stu Macher at the end of Scream, where he's got like the red smoking jacket on. You know, he's like hanging out at the party. You remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah, it's like
It's got a red smoking jacket.
yeah, it's like a satin robe, I guess. Maybe it's like Hugh Hefner style, that kind of
Really? Okay.
coat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. He's got like a turtleneck on underneath it, and then
What the fuck?
that jacket.
Okay.
Yeah. You got any ideas?
Randy just texted. He's got to reset his internet. Why would that fuck up your audio? Well, I guess if it's lagging out. No,
Yeah.
no, not really. I haven't thought about it yet.
Shutting the bed. Gonna reset.
Oh, oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Dragula.
Burn the fucking witches and suck the fucking witches and
Whoa, Bob.
whatever he says, you know.
Uh-huh. Oh, are we all caught up now for the supercut, or do we need to do some more episodes for it?
I'm sorry, I heard the last half of what you were asking. What is this? What did you say?
Are we caught up now for the supercut, or are there still more episodes we need to do?
No, I am not totally caught up yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I would have been.
But
I thought we were.
pretty close.
Okay.
Pretty close. I'll try and wrap it up this weekend, probably. I didn't really have any time to do any this weekend because I went down to Fort Lauderdale for popcorn frights again.
Oh, okay. Did you see Cora while you were down there?
No, he is in Tampa.
Oh, is that not near Fort Lauderdale?
Nah, it's the other coast, different
Oh, okay.
coast.
Okay.
I guess it's not like terribly far to
Did I-
just drive across with.
Did I glitch out at all?
I don't think so.
No.
Weird. Okay, it was just on my end. That's strange. I did reset the internet. It fortunately connected pretty quickly. I think it's in good shape now. I think it doesn't
Okay.
seem to have a problem yet. But you guys are coming in a little robot-y for me. So
Randy, can you
Anyway.
check your settings for me? I think maybe whatever that
yeah,
No, did we reset
audio
again?
thing is. I
I
think
think
it's
it's reset every week.
automatically adjust microphone volume. That's still on. It's still
Is
the same microphone. Yeah.
Yeah, you do sound kind of louder, right, Bob?
yeah,
Is
you
that what you're
sound like
thinking?
Do I?
noticeably louder, I think. Yeah.
All right. Let me turn it off and then on again. Hold on. Testing. Is that better? Is that better? Testing.
Yeah, I think it did just get better. I
So
think so.
toggling it on and off.
Maybe not.
helped.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe
I
not.
didn't really notice much of a difference.
Oh, I thought I
Oh,
did
boy.
at one point. Oh,
Um,
fucking god damn it, dude.
Fucking
Okay.
damn it.
Recommended for crowded environments. Noise removal default. I have microphone modes. I have on original sound for musicians.
No.
Yeah, turn
with
that
echo
off.
cancellation. I mean, the options are that personalized
Oh.
audio isolation for crowded environments or
No.
noise removal default.
Try the noise remote because I hear like noise, like room noise.
Testing, testing, testing. Is that better?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
It's
so that's
less room
maybe the
noise
setting
for
that was causing
sure.
problems.
But
I mean, the only
it
room
still
noise
sound
is-
loud.
Do I sound loud? Loud and
Can
loud,
you-
loud.
Are we?
Talking, talking,
check,
talking.
check, check. Hey,
Checking,
we're
checking,
talking,
checking,
we're
speaking,
about
speaking.
talking.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey,
I think you guys are
Hey,
even.
yeah, hee-haw.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
it's the room noise that was throwing me. Now that that's
Maybe.
gone, you sound a little better.
I mean, the only room noise. I mean, the dryer is going in the other room. Maybe that was picking up. Okay, let me test my bumps again. Make sure that's still good.
All right.
Have you heard of our podcast?
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah,
okay.
that
What
Sounds
about
like a
sounds
you?
good
pretty-
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
great.
Yeah, maybe we're
Then we might be in good
good.
shape. Do you want to just start from like introducing the poll again?
I think Justin asked. Then let me listen back real quick.
Yeah, I think you can jump into
How
the
those numbers looking? Yeah, I'll just say, well,
I just cue the Loja bump and then
Gotta
lead in.
cue the bomb.
Gotta cue the bump.
we got to use
What
it.
it's all
Remind
about.
Mhm.
the folks at home. Okay. Yeah. If you want to hit the bump, Randy, we're recording, so you're good.
Okay.
Whoa, Robert Loggia.
Well, those numbers. The Believers is picking up a little bit more steam, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, thank God.
So Innocent
We
Blood
know
is in
all
last
about
place. We don't fucking know shit. Apparently, a lot of our patrons know a lot about it, but we don't know shit about it. Innocent Blood is
Yeah,
last
that's
place
why they listen to us for some reason.
with 18% of the vote. The Believers second place with 36% of the vote. Psycho 2 is still on top with 45% of the vote, but that's pretty close between the Believers and Psycho Deuce.
Oh yes, the Believers.
Only a 9%
Maybe they
difference.
want to hold back on Psycho 2.
Whoa, I know.
Give that a little bit more leeway, a little more runway for that one before we get to Psycho 1, of course.
We're not ready yet. We have to do this for at least 20 years before we can do
Yeah.
Psycho 2.
I was
That's
like
right.
going through my mind the other day about some episodes, like movies to pick and stuff. I was like, God damn, we're running out of movies.
That just simply is not true.
It's not.
I mean,
I have a
the
huge
list
list of
is
shit.
really. Oh my God! I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
we gotta do
Classics-wise,
Saw
maybe.
5,
It's
you
like,
know, we gotta do
do.
the whole Saw franchise.
Look,
all
You're
the
right.
you
paranormal
didn't
Yeah.
say we're running out of good
activity.
movies. You said
That's
we're
like
running
100
out of
movies right there
Oh
between
my
those two
God.
franchises.
We haven't done
Uh,
a Purge in forever.
We got it. There's
There.
like 45
Tight
Purge
spot.
movies now. Get those votes in before the end of the month, and we'll see what we're talking about this September. Help us pick which Robert Loggia film we're talking about.
Which
In other
one?
Patreon, I know though there's
Which
like
of the
3 horror
many?
movies he's in. In other Patreon news, we're dropping mini casts every other Friday over on Patreon for you guys. We just dropped one last Friday on Iron Lung. Your boy Soju's talking about another YouTuber making it big, hitting the big screen.
Yep, everybody's making it big except Straight Chillin'. Come on,
Make your
now.
money, whore.
Oh, happily. You check out Justin's thoughts on Iron Lung available over on Patreon right now. Next up, Leviticus. We got a mini cast on Leviticus dropping
Ooh.
on August 28th. Soju, that's another Soju joke.
Damn,
isn't
dude,
it?
have I done like the past month or
I
two
think like
worth
3
of...
at least, probably.
I
Yeah.
think I did Disclosure Day too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The 2 after that are Bob though. I'm picking
Okay,
up my
thank
slack
God. Thank God, Bob's
Mm.
Got a
picking up
couple
slack.
from your boy me.
But you know what,
coming soon.
Leviticus, I think actually all those are generally positive. I feel like I had these long streaks where I just like bitch for a long time and then I'm kind of feel bad because I'm just bitching on the Patreon for so
Hell
long.
yeah.
But then
The critics
past 3,
lament.
I think the past 3 have generally been pretty positive.
Yeah, that's good.
There you go.
That's
Leviticus
nice.
is definitely gonna be
Bitching
a
followed by
positive one.
regret, buddy. Put that in the memoir.
Damn.
It's a long memoir.
That's how we
I
do
do
it
a lot
around
of
here.
things.
A lot of regretting.
Mhm.
Check that out over on Patreon right now. That's all we have happening on Patreon. I do want to go ahead and start soliciting for voicemails for
Yeah, you do.
episode.
I bet you want to start
Soliciting for sexual favors.
Time's getting tough in the Blu-ray hole.
Send me
The
your
blue
movie.
hole.
The blue
Soliciting for
hole's getting pretty
voicemails.
full.
To be featured on episode 600, which is coming up in just a few weeks. If you guys want to
Oh my god.
leave a
Can't
voicemail for
believe that
episode
shit.
600, hit us up at 904-638-3231. Say hey, say we suck, say you love us, say you guys are fucking up and here's why, and run it down. Just say whatever you want, you know?
What should we
You,
focus on for the next 100 episodes? What should be
I'll
our
tell you what,
next
God.
If you
big?
call in with a negative comment, it'll be the talk of the town. Bob will not let it go for weeks.
These mother
Especially if it's on Spotify. Leave it on Spotify.
Oh yeah. Well, that's where the mean comments mostly live. Mean
Remember when we
people
had
use
just that
Spotify.
secret awesome supporter that we discovered randomly because we never look at Spotify comments?
Yeah.
There was somebody consistently just like talking us up. That was awesome.
God bless them.
Keep doing
Aubrey
that.
or Audrey
Our
or
neglect,
something
our
like
neglect
that.
turned to rot, and now it's all negative
Keep,
comments on Spotify.
Why
Keep doing that.
So mean.
We need more secret lovers out there, so you know.
Secret
Bring-
on the internet lovers
Yes.
on
That's how
Spotify
you wind up with
specifically.
too many illegits. That's what
Yeah,
I always
leave
tell
leave us some nice ratings and reviews over on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
them. Be nice to us. We're
um,
fragile.
Yeah, it's it really does help people find the show. We haven't really like asked people to do that in quite some time, but yeah, if you're a fan of the show, hit us up and leave a nice little review for
It's a
us.
5-star, please. Okay.
Mhm.
5 stars out of 5. You know the song, you know how it goes.
That's exactly how it goes.
I think that's all I got. Do you guys have anything you need to plug?
Fuck no.
No. Oh wait.
No?
No.
All right.
His house is clean.
Let's get into the main event. We're talking about House of 1,000 Corpses, and we're kicking it off with the back of the box.
What's on the back of the box?
Bob, I saw you had this box.
I do have it, and apparently it's Soju approved. A little behind the scenes there.
Whoa,
Look at
Soju
that.
approved. That's
Look at
no,
that.
looks like a
Wow.
double feature with that second movie, The Devil's,
Devil's
Rejects.
Rejects.
That's
Oh, man.
definitely Soju approved. I love that the
I
joke
know.
is that I approve the bad movies, but not that Bob owns them. That Bob has
Mhm.
paid for them and
Look at this
and
idiot. He
stores
approved it.
them.
I have no shame.
Yeah, Justin
fucking idiot
approved
approves
this
of
piece
these
of
dumb
shit.
movies.
Justin's an idiot. Look at this. He's such a fool.
Put it right back on this shelf.
Joke's on Justin.
Oh man, you really got me, Bob.
I fucked you, dog.
That sucked!
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I got the double feature with those two movies on Blu-ray. There's like a million releases for The Devil's Rejects. I think you can even find this on VHS. It just got announced. The whole trilogy just got announced on 4K.
that's
So
what
it's
we
on
need.
Blu-ray, DVD. It's everywhere. You can stream it. It's inescapable, really. It is omnipresent. House of 1,000 Corpses. You're already in it. Sorry to let you know. This is from the year 2003, rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 29 minutes. Gotta love that runtime. Gotta love it. This was written and directed by Rob Zombie. This is his feature film debut. Stars Sid Haig, Karen Black, Bill Moseley, Chad Bannon, William Bassett, Aaron Daniels. Walton Goggins shows up here for a little bit. Chris Hardwick. Handful of other lovely folks. Oh, Sherry Moon Zombie. How could I not? include Sherry
How,
Moon Zombie?
Bob?
That-
That's like the
Quite
star.
literally goes without saying.
It does. Yeah, you're right. Plot synopsis brought to you by IMDb is as follows. Two young couples traveling across the backwoods of Texas searching for urban legends of murder end up as prisoners of a bizarre and sadistic backwater family of serial killers.
Whoa. That's a synopsis for this movie?
Whoa, Robert Loggia. Gentlemen, have you seen this movie before? And would you recommend the folks at home check it out? Rand Diesel, kick us off.
Oh, hi. No, first viewing for me. This is, I know.
Didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't? I feel
Mm-mm.
like I had to have brought it up a few times. But yeah, my only exposure to the Firefly trilogy, as it were, was when we worked at the movie theater in high school, and I would clean up at the end of The Devil's Rejects.
Mopping the
And,
slop.
They had the mopping the slop while Skinner played in the background. It was not the worst credit song to listen to, but it did not leave me inspired to watch the film. And yeah, every exposure I've had to Rob Zombie, as slight as it's been, has left me unwilling to watch this film. And my instincts were correct. I do not recommend this film very much. I think that there's definitely an audience for it. I don't think I'm it, and I would feel like a fraud recommending it, so I'm not going to.
All right. Juice, tonight's all about you, big dog.
It's
Have you
my
seen
night,
this
baby.
before? What would you recommend folks at home check it out?
I had seen this before. To be honest, I don't know if I'd seen it all the way before, like all the way through, but I had seen at least half, I would say. But I don't know. I feel like maybe I had watched it before. But yeah, well, what I would say is, if you ever thought that Rob Zombie was a hack, that he was just a director incapable of making anything of any quality, that you just question, why is this man a director? Why do they give him money? What is it about this guy that people find so appealing? I'm here to say House of a Thousand Corpses is the movie that's here to prove you wrong. That
Whoa.
Rob Zombie is not just a hack, that he's not a terrible director, that he is.
What?
So yes, I would. You gotta check this one out. This is gonna prove the haters wrong. This is the
Oh, I
Rob
see.
Zombie.
The bit is Justin leaning into.
He's
this
doing it.
being His
This
week.
is the
He's
Rob
is-
Zombie pinnacle
Okay.
right here. So
Okay,
yes,
speaking of frauds,
you gotta
Playing games.
It did say Soju approved on that box. So
people
here we
don't
go.
come here
I'm
for
gonna
the bits.
I'm gonna go ahead and recommend this
Oh.
film right here. Bob, how about
Oh,
you? You gonna recommend people check this out?
Squeeze a little juice.
Well, Juice, I love this movie. It shaped me as an individual, okay?
I
So-
believe that, Bob. Goth Bob over there.
God, Bob.
This used to be a
is,
podcast of integrity. Maybe once a while.
maybe like
Yeah.
one show. Maybe
Back
one show.
during
Maybe there's
Red
maybe
Stack
one
Randy
show
days,
with
that's
integrity.
when we were,
Yeah,
that
that was the real shit.
respectable.
People used to listen to us for our hard hitting fucking Red Stag shooter episodes, not for this horse shit.
This is weak sauce. I
Mhm.
think this is probably my third time watching this,
Oh, yeah.
and it is not my bag. It's like probably my second favorite Rob Zombie movie. I don't like really love any of his movies. This is, in my opinion, his second best, I would say. You probably already know if Rob Zombie is your jug or not. So I don't know if this is a decent place to start. I think if you want to dip your toe into Rob Zombie for the first time, I think this is a fine place to start. It's gonna really tee you up for his style and the way he likes to make movies. So a light recommend, I guess. It's not the worst thing I've seen. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just kind of there for me. So
Oh, it sure is a movie.
Well,
a
that
light
sounds like a
recommend?
medium to loose right there,
That's-
baby.
extra
Oh,
medium.
yeah.
Between
taking
my
it face
strong
value.
recommend and Rob's light recommend and Randy's now, that averages out to a medium to loose.
That averages out to you better fucking watch this movie. You owe it to yourself.
If you're a true horror fan, if you want to be cool, you gotta watch.
If you
House
want
of a
to
Thousand
be
Corpses.
cool.
If you don't watch this,
Anybody
you're
who's
a
ever
loser.
said that has ended up in jail, I'm
You-
pretty sure.
Hey kids, want to be cool?
You want to
in my
be
van.
cool.
Nobody said kids except for Bob. I was trying to bring that up.
The kids is implied by the statement.
Yeah, right.
I'm
So
talking
we're
to all
gonna
the
be
grandpas out there. I'm talking to
Where
Hugh
you-
Janus.
You're always talking to them grandpas.
old guys. You want
I'm
to?
always talking to Hugh Janus.
We should.
Mm.
Speaking of Hugh Janus, we should put the Hugh Janus signal out.
We probably
for
should. We
episode
need a
600.
Halloween. I mean, well, 600. Yeah, 600. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. No, yeah.
That'd
600
be a
and
good
maybe
one.
even Halloween. Maybe we need
Maybe
a
even
double.
Halloween. Yeah. If you're listening, if you're out there, Hugh Janus, Feel free to call in.
I hope
need
We
you're
always
still
love
out
hearing from you.
there.
Help us, Eugenius. You're our only hope.
You're our only hope. Okay,
Save,
we're gonna,
save our 600th episode. It's gonna be terrible.
we're gonna be spoiling the
It's gonna
shit
be terrible.
out of House of a Thousand
Garbage.
Corpses. Here comes your warning.
Spoiler warning.
Whoa, Bob. Got that plot synopsis? Can you do
Dude.
this movie justice, Bob? I don't know if you can.
Justin, I will
With
do
this
my
movie.
best.
I just don't think it's gonna
For
live
you.
up to this amazing plot that we got here. But
I
we'll
want
buddy.
me
see.
some glory hole.
I
Bob,
want me some glory hole.
I wake up every morning saying that.
just on the hunt again.
You know what I
Just
could go
another
for?
day.
Just
Oh,
another
no.
Got a real
day,
hankering.
another hunt for the glory hole.
I got me a taste for some glory hole.
Once you
You
get
know-
a taste, it's hard to shake that.
Hard to shake the
gotta
taste.
rustle up some glory hole.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Rustle.
We
It's fucking love!
all right. Plot synopsis. Here we go. On October 30th, 1977, Carl and Richard attempt to rob a gas station / horror museum and are killed by its proprietor, Captain Spaulding, and his assistant, Ravelli. Later that night, Jerry, Bill, Mary, and Denise are on a road trip to research weird roadside attractions for a book they're writing. They stop at the gas station and meet Spaulding, where he tells them of the legend of Dr. Satan. They take off in search of the tree from which Dr. Satan was allegedly hanged and pick up a free-spirited hitchhiker named Baby. Along the way, a figure appears in the woods and shoots out their tire. They think it's just a flat, and Baby takes Bill to her family's house to get a tow truck. Baby's brother Rufus then picks up the remainder of the group in a truck and takes them back to the house. The gang meet Baby's family, including her adopted brother Otis, her giant brother Tiny, Mother Firefly, and Grandpa Hugo. They have a weird dinner and then put on a Halloween show for their guests. Rufus says the car is fixed and the couple's going to leave, but they're abducted by Otis and Tiny dressed as scarecrows on the way out. The next day, Otis kills Bill and turns him into a mermaid. Mary and Denise are tied up, and Jerry is partially scalped by Baby. Denise's father calls the cops because she never came home. Deputies George and Steve go looking for her and find their car in a field with a dead cheerleader in the trunk. One of 5 cheerleaders who were previously abducted, raped, and tortured by the Firefly family.
Fire flim flamly.
Denise-
Family.
Denise's father, Don, joins the search, and the 3 arrive at the Firefly house. They look around, they find the other cheerleaders, and are quickly dispatched. The 3 remaining teens are dressed as rabbits and taken to an abandoned well. Otis torments Denise by wearing the skin of her father's face as a mask. Mary attempts to run, but Baby finds her and kills her. Jerry and Denise are placed in a large coffin and lowered down the well, where several of Dr. Satan's failed experiments break open the box and drag Jerry away. Denise wanders through the underground layer, through corpses and mental patients, until she finds Dr. Satan. Jerry is currently on his operating table and dies in front of Denise. Dr. Satan orders his giant mutant assistant, who turns out to be Mother Firefly's ex-husband Earl, to capture Denise. She escapes the tunnels while they collapse on Earl, crushing him. Denise gets to the road where Captain Spaulding offers her a ride. She passes out and Otis appears in the back seat with the knife. Denise wakes up on Dr. Satan's operating table surrounded by Otis, Spaulding, and Earl. The movie then ends with Denise screaming and the words "The End?" appearing on screen. Roll them credits.
Are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Always.
Boys,
Juice, why is
I
this
find-
movie amazing?
Well, you know, I find it interesting that Rob Zombie really shines when he doesn't really have to do any real character development or really follow a strict, plot.
Yeah.
He
I
really
feel that way,
shines when it's
too.
aesthetic and when it's just vibes. Then Rob Zombie's really shining here.
Oops, all vibes.
Oops, all vibes.
I feel like I've listened to a handful of Rob Zombie records in the past, and I feel like he makes movies kind of the same way he makes records, in that it's
Badly?
it is a vibe to piggyback off Justin. Like, you listen to the records and it's got heavy distorted chugging guitar and some pretty decent catchy riffs, like 4 on the floor, and it's like driving and heavy, and it's got the vibe you're looking for. And then the lyrics
I
like
don't know if that's
drop
what I'm looking
in.
for, but
And
sure.
well, the lyrics drop in and they're like, teenage Nosferatu pussy, or like just ridiculous nonsense. You're like, okay, well, I don't know if I'm totally on board with this anymore. It's
Chill
a
out.
little like
That's
it
what
feels
I
like
get
that.
on board, baby.
That's what like you almost lost me until the teenage Nosferatu pussy, but then just when I thought I was out, you pulled me back in,
Is
Rob.
that legit? Is that legitimate? I don't know why I should ask this, but it is
I
legitimate.
mean, I think
Yeah,
Rob Zombie
yeah, it
is
is.
capable
Okay.
of
All right.
making a really cool haunted house.
I agree with that.
Yes.
Actually,
He was hired to build one for Halloween Horror Nights.
That's what
and that was like the genesis of this,
this
basically.
is, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I will say this, completely on the level. I went into this, with low expectations. The films
all
I've
on the
seen
level,
of
Randy.
his, the scene, sure.
Oh yeah.
The things I've seen with him, from him rather, have been the two Halloween films, 31, and I think that might be it.
You haven't seen
unless we
Devil's
were
Rejects?
Never seen Devil's Rejects, just that end sequence. And yeah, like, so I didn't have high hopes. It's just not really my thing. I don't really like his music. I did not like those movies.
What?
And I would say that this one, I think, has a little more merit than those ones to me. It actually does have a fairly unique style, like it's going for something. And I think that for whatever that is, that's appealing to some folks, is working to some degree. What's not working is like, yeah, any of the plot, any of the like it's just so the thing is, like, it's boring because it's very, very fucking derivative. You can call this an homage to Texas Chainsaw all you want. It just is Texas Chainsaw 2 with a few added bells and whistles and some ridiculous like 80s style music video effects. Like, I don't know, man.
When I was watching this, it reminded me a little bit of like the way Tarantino makes some of his movies, anyways, where he just takes all these different things that he's interested in and sort of blends them all together. And a lot of it is ultimately like a giant homage to the 70s. They're both like people that grew up in the 70s. They both have very specific interests in the Manson murders. So it kind of feels that way. Rob Zombie just cannot write dialogue anywhere near as good
No.
as Tarantino can. I mean, it is fairly derivative. Like, Texas Chainsaw, of course, the Manson murders are all over here. Halloween, which of course he goes on to remake. He grew up in a carnival. His family was all carnival workers, so like you see that's included in this. He made music videos prior, so it's got a lot of like quick cuts and like a choppy music video vibe. Just B movies in general. He's bringing in all these old horror movie stars like Sid Haig and Karen Black, Bill Moseley, Tom Towles. So I mean,
That's fair. I mean, the comparison is fair. It's just like, the net result is like, A, not nearly as good, and B, not to my particular tastes in general. Because it's not it's not just like the horror icons and the horror classics and the horror, like, personalities or anything. It's also like just like the worst exploitation type stuff, like the stuff that I don't actually want. And like, that's what it's actually homaging to me, if anything. The rest is like lifted from better works. Like, there's things that are lifted from better works, and then there's like all the ornaments on the tree are just like shit from like movies that I don't want to spend time on. So like, I don't want to see his interpretation of those movies, especially when it's couched in, like you say, terrible fucking dialogue, pretty ridiculous performances, and like at times like overly frenetic film work, camera work, and stuff like that. The extras on here are just not hitting for me, man. I can understand somebody maybe being into this stuff, but it doesn't for me.
Well, it does sit in a weird space because it almost is like it's almost close enough to an anthology in a weird kind of way. It's very kind of disjointed. Especially to the way it opens, because it focuses with Sid Haig, and you have this gas station area. And one thing, when I was saying, like, I think I've seen this, is I distinctly remember them going through like the ride and learning about Dr. Satan, and like going through that ride, and in my mind they spent the whole time there. Like I thought there was like I thought the underground
Dude, Sid
section, like
almost was a non-entity in this movie.
yeah,
It's
that's
kind of
why I
shocking
was
to me.
surprised on this watch around too, because I remember them going underground too. So I had seen it in some capacity, but just like everything that happened in the house, either I never watched it or I just completely wiped it from my mind because I thought it was connected to the gas station in some way. So
It's the most boring part of the movie for me when they're in the house. It's really takes a bit of a nosedive.
really?
I really like the gas station, and like even though some of Captain Spaulding's dialogue is like really obnoxious, some of it is kind of funny, and I love when they go on the ride. All of that just looks super cool and it's edited really well. And then the stuff like when they get down in the tunnel too, with like the giant bone temple and like the arch made out of corpses that Denise is running through, and the giant funeral pyre and the cemetery. Like there's just really cool imagery at the beginning and the end, I think. And the houses are like
man.
a little less for me.
See, I don't agree. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a favorite part of this movie. Like if we're gonna
Randy,
segment it that
come
way.
on, whoa!
I will say that I think that
whoa.
Sid, for however little he's in this,
He loves it
he
all.
steals the show. He steals the show for like he is, for my money, like the most enjoyable performance in this movie.
Actor.
Yeah, like he's
I'll
doing
say that.
doing the work in this. I give him that. But like he doesn't have a lot to do in the overall story, so that's a shame. So I think I like the opening act because of him and because of like the roadside attraction thing is a nice set. Like the sets in this individually, like out of context, are cool. Like that I like. That's why I think he'd make a great haunted house, and clearly he probably did. But like the second segment seems pretty equal to me. The last segment, man, that one I was so ready for this fucking thing to be over, and it was just extending, and I didn't like that. Those were the least distinctive sets to me. Like I kind of see what they were trying to do, trying to make it like, oh, this is like the former asylum that Dr. Satan worked at, or what. Like I could understand kind of what they're aiming at. The theming of it as a like haunted house would be cool, but as a way to end this movie that starts with a carnival attraction, gets into like domestic like fucking nothing but trouble level bullshit, and then kind of backtracks to something a little bit more like straightforward horror. It just didn't. It was a little bit of a disappointment, and also for however much I don't like the Firefly family, at least we get some personality out of them in this in the middle segment. We get like by the end, it's just like mask off, and it's like, yeah, we knew this the whole fucking time. The fun part was them pretending to not be this. Like if there was a fun part, it was them wearing the clown makeup and pretending that this facade was real.
You know what?
I
I did
man.
really like though. I see. I forgot he was in this movie, or I don't know. I can't remember how I experienced this movie for the first time. But Tiny, or the dude who was in Big Fish.
His name's Matthew McGrory.
McGrory, yeah, and
right now,
he
yeah.
passed a long time in 2005. He was just 32.
Damn.
But I know, yeah. But I mean, I always remember him from Big Fish. But it looks like he was in a lot of. He did some like Marilyn Manson stuff or something.
Poor guy was in Bubble Boy too. He was in a couple of clunkers.
Oh,
for sure.
well, yeah, Malcolm in the Middle,
Middle.
Men in Black Deuce. Okay,
Yeah.
he's playing alien.
Like he's like a naturally tall guy. He probably like if he was still around, he might have like been in contention for fucking Backrooms or some shit. Like
Yeah,
he's
probably.
just got like the stature to do something like
yeah.
that.
But I liked that there was the moment when he just kind of like lets the girl go. He's kind of like, just like, nah, whatever,
Fuck it,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was a pretty interesting take on a character when most of the characters are generally just like over the top violent and sickos and
Yeah,
stuff
it's a
like
mean
that.
spirited movie, and that is a rare
is.
moment of it's like the only moment of arguable mercy in the entire film. Like this movie is overtly mean spirited, and I think that also is a fucking damper on everything. So I was also appreciative of that character in that moment. I thought like, okay, maybe they're gonna do a little thing like a little help from the inside that's not gonna ultimately go anywhere, but at least present the illusion of tension. But no, it all kind of fucking hurdles to a stop right at that after that moment.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, Bob.
Otis is like really mean-spirited in this. Whenever he shows up, maybe that's another reason I don't really love the middle portion of the movie is like Otis shows up, we spend a lot more time with him, and he's like raping and murdering these cheerleaders, and it keeps cutting to this like really grimy footage of him doing that. And yeah, it's like I just don't like that character at all.
I
So when
don't
he's
either. Like,
introduced, it's like I don't want to spend any time with him doing his shit.
but it's not like it's not because he's so mean. I don't want to be around a character that's mean. It's that he's mean spirited and also not that interesting. Like it's like the mustache twirler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot to do here. The concealing of his true nature is the only thing that makes him and the Firefly and broadly the Firefly family work, like I mentioned earlier. So like, but when you're doing like the talking head segments in between shit, where it's Super 8 camera footage of him saying like, sometimes I like to scream and I like that, or whatever the fuck they're saying. It's just a slog, man. We know
It's
you're
like-
fucking evil. We get it.
A fucked
There's
up
nothing
episode of The
redeeming about
Office or
you.
something. Like
Old fucking Dwight's here. Why not?
Yeah, yeah. Fish Boy Dwight is included, which yeah, Rainn Wilson is in this, and fuck it, this has got to be the first thing I ever saw Walton
didn't-
Goggins in when he shows
Oh,
up.
God.
Yeah,
Goggins
thank
is
God
in it, you
Walton
know.
Goggins shows up. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walton Walmart Goggins, as we like to call him now.
my boy
I
Walton.
mean, you know who else shows up?
Yes, Buds!
Fucking Chris Hardwick,
Yeah,
pre weight loss. I did not know how little I liked Chris Hardwick in retrospect until I watched this film. Like,
dude is annoying. His character is supposed to be annoying, but like, God,
I
damn.
know, but like, it is. I don't know, like that in conjunction with what I have since, what I know about
Yeah.
his other stuff that he's done. I used to be kind of down. I was like, okay, like charismatic nerd, whatever. But it got really irritating, and then this just like was the worst case scenario for me seeing him in this role. I was like, okay, there's no version of Chris Hardwick that I'm down for anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, he
I-
got canceled too, I think.
Whoa.
It
years
probably
ago.
fucking knows, probably. I don't know.
Oh,
that
boy.
that's
Oh,
completely.
boy. I don't
think he's-
outside my
I don't
brain.
think he's doing stuff anymore.
Oh boy.
Juice, you were saying?
I mean, cancellation is
Um,
nothing. He's probably doing whatever the fuck he wants. Really.
I was just gonna
Like
look
any
real
of it.
quick. The last thing he did was 2018, so maybe not. Maybe he did get canceled.
Who knows?
Oh.
I don't know. If it was bad,
2017
maybe, but,
Lego
I mean,
Batman movie.
but Netflix
Yeah.
has a fucking Louis C.K. special on right now. Like, I don't think cancellations stick anymore.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say that I do think, surprisingly, that this film is quite empowering to women because you have, Baby and Mother
'cause all the women that are
Firefly who are really taking the
Oh.
lead here, and they're equally as evil as the men. So, I mean, I feel
Oh,
like it's
yeah.
really
Mm.
kind of like,
It's a feminist film if you think about it.
well, you gotta think about it a lot, but
Think about it a whole
You gotta work
lot.
yourself into fucking knots to get there.
Dude,
you might need to take a course on it at the old uni
I mean-
to get there, but
Oh,
maybe.
You got there in an
Baby's-
instant. We know that.
Baby walks into that what's it called? Flamin' Pussy Liquors or whatever, the liquor
Oh
Oh
store.
my
they
god!
go
Yeah.
to.
Tell me what that
With-
scene did for anything. What was it
well,
for?
It empowered her because she ordered $1,000 worth of booze with her asshole hanging out.
Yeah, Randy,
Go,
and she
girl.
paid for it
Is
in
that
cash.
power? I don't. no,
Right?
no, no,
If that's
no.
not power, I don't
For
know
real
what
though.
is.
For real though, narratively, what purpose did that?
It's a cool
scene
set.
serve?
Like it just looked kind of neat. I
was
think.
it?
I mean, I
Yeah,
thought that's
yeah.
what this
Pretty
movie does. That's why I was saying it just kind of jumps from. It's almost an anthology, except that nothing really happens in that scene. But
Well,
Nothing
It re-
happens. Like
You
no,
do find
no,
out-
no information is given. Not even like at best, it's a laugh. But buddy, you'd have to fucking do some crazy shit to me to get me laughing at that.
I thought, I thought that it was gonna play out kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, which I guess maybe didn't even come out when this came out, but I thought it was gonna play out like that, where there was gonna be more people in on it because we already had Sid Haig, who we don't really
Yeah.
know if he's connected, but like later he's tied to them through like the Devil's Rejects and stuff like that. But
The
I
worst
thought it-
kept secret in the movie.
I thought it was going to be one of those things where like, oh, everybody in the town or surrounding area, like maybe they escape and they go to that store or something. But
Mhm.
no, that didn't really. Didn't
Yeah.
really go that route.
You,
Literally, it was just an excuse to see Sherry Moon Zombie's asshole. I'm like, I don't.
well, you find
don't
out
think
she likes
that
to get
excuse is
fucked up
necessary.
and
It's
do
like you
fucked
could
up
just see
things,
that
Randy.
anytime.
That's really important. Okay.
They
Juice,
get fucked
there's
up things like order booze. What the fuck is fucked up besides wearing assless chaps? That is perfectly fine.
that's not
Just wear
fucked
your
up.
assless chaps.
Yeah, her laugh in this movie is pretty rough. It's hard to deal with.
Yes, yes, it is.
It's
You
nonstop.
think so?
He always called me that.
I just
Yeah.
don't know if I can fully agree with that, Bob. But I
Okay.
respect your opinion. I really, really respect your opinion.
Now I know you're full of shit.
Yeah, you've tipped your hand.
I
now.
know. This
Yeah.
is a Halloween movie, boys.
It is
It's
a Halloween
full-blown
back to
Halloween
back,
movie.
boys. We had
2 weeks in a
I mean,
row.
come on, we're in the full swing of it. We
Ha-
just had two
Habit
back to back. Yeah,
Last
Habit.
week,
Yeah.
and now this.
I
They
will
do
say
a,
that. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
the Halloween like show. I actually really love when this opens up with the horror host,
Yeah, me
Dr.
too.
Wolfenstein, and he's like queuing
Yeah.
up a night full of horror movies. I was like, fuck yes, I love this. I
And
could have
they go
used
to
a
the
lot
town
more of it.
where the kids are trick or treating, and they
Yeah.
even like
Yeah.
say, oh, it falls on a school night, so they're trick or treating tonight or whatever. So we get
couple days earlier,
2 days of Halloween,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
I don't know, man. It's like I do like this. Like this is a like parts of this movie, not all of it by any means, but there is definitely parts of this movie that would be exceptionally good to have on like a Halloween party or something like that. There are definitely bits and pieces of this that like work for that sort of scenario. So like I like that aspect of it, but it's not carrying a lot of water ultimately.
I will say though, one ding. I don't want to be too critical of this movie, but one ding is
Just
they
one.
were
You
walking
don't.
around at one point,
because
and
you're
there were
pathological.
and there were Christmas decorations, so kind of
Oh.
ruined the vibe a little bit of the Halloween.
The
you
Santa
know?
hats
Oh,
and yeah. They're outside
They
the
did do a
house
pass.
though.
Actually, they did do kind of when he was wearing the dad mask, he kind of did a something about Santa Claus. He said he was like,
Yeah.
Actually,
"Oh,
yeah, that's another. Yeah, he was wearing a
Kinda dressed
Santa
as-
outfit.
that's
What he
true.
was like dressed as Santa for Halloween.
It was Santa, or it was like just like culty robes. I can't remember.
I
Something.
think
It
he
looked
was dressed
kinda
as Santa
Santa.
for
It-
Halloween.
It was
That's something
definitely
about-
a red thing.
Something
Yeah.
about bringing like candy to kids at first. Like
Some-
it
yeah,
seems
exactly.
Santa Claus.
I
Yeah.
think so.
But the fact that we
That-
can't
that-
identify it so clearly, maybe
Yeah,
it's
I guess candy to kids is also a Halloween thing. He looked like
Whoa,
Santa.
that's
I
blowing
don't
my
know.
mind. Dressing as Santa Claus for Halloween. I
You're
just
blowing
can't
my mind,
justify
Frank.
that.
Whoa.
Whoa. Maybe that's what I'll
Mhm.
be this year. I'll be Santa
I want
Claus.
to
Santa's
kill everyone. Satan is good.
Satan
Satan is
my
our
pal.
pal.
Satan is our
I'll be
pal.
Santa
Santa
Stains,
stains
for Halloween.
Yeah. Just milk everywhere, all over you.
I'll
Just
say
fucking
this, like,
What?
also
stain
this
in your
movie,
shit.
this movie does provide a lot of like pretty solid for people who care about this movie. I mean, it makes sense why so many people dress up as Sid Haig's character,
Captain
or as,
Spaulding.
Otis with like makeup on. Like they're pretty fun costumes to have at a Halloween party. Like the aesthetics of this movie are not totally to my liking, but there is definitely some good shit amongst that, and that is probably where the best shit lives in this movie for my tastes.
It has a personality to it.
Right.
I mean, it's maybe not one that everybody's gonna love. I think there's actually some really interesting cinematography in this. Not all of it works. He's really experimenting with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He does some cool like split diopter stuff. There's one at the end that looks really fucking cool with like Denise's face really up close to the camera and the monsters behind her. They do like a crazy back and forth shot between her and the
Can't wait
monster
to talk
too.
miasma.
There's a like they do the De Palma split screen stuff, the monster POV stuff. Some of the cuts to like the gritty like 8mm, 16mm, whatever it is. Some of that looks cool. Some of it doesn't look super cool. And I
Some of
think
it reminds me of like Beekman's World or like 90s children's television where they just use archival old footage for interstitials. and
Yes,
shit.
it
Yeah.
does
Very,
seem
like
that way.
shit 90s low
Mhm.
budge.
Something
Which
something
can
about
work. I don't like it. But this one movie.
something about this movie that I think it definitely deserves credit for is like horror movies in the early 2000s, and even some coming out present day have a severe lack of color and lighting, and this movie
That's
is
true.
very well lit and full of
Oh,
color.
okay. I thought you were about to say it's not, because I was going to say one thing, you mentioning him growing up like in the circus or whatever.
Yeah.
is the neon lights, especially with the one noticeable time, but not the only time, was at the gas station. The way that he has a sign lit up,
Yeah.
highlighting the attraction and stuff like that,
Mhm.
was very circusy. But I mean, even when they go in the back room and Spalding's got the kind of like top hat and stuff like that, I mean, I think that all works really great.
There's some
Wow.
good shit
don't
amongst this.
know.
I won't like legitimately there is, and I don't want to like neglect those things. I
Don't
just
neglect
really don't
them.
like the sum of the parts here, man. And a lot of the parts that drag it down are the performances and the completely like I don't know, like the script is just it's just padded like insanely, isn't it? Like
Yeah, yeah, it feels a little stretched out. It is a tight 89 minutes, which is wonderful though. And the first
it's
like
so speedy, and I get it. Like, but like for a movie that short to be to still feel bloated is pretty
Yeah.
impressive to me.
he
did-
cut out he cut out like 45 minutes from this, and there's like some sort of
Christ,
extra long director's cut that's only been screened once, I think, and it's never
Oh.
been released. You can't buy it anywhere. And I don't know that Zombie really wants to ever release it, probably because
Wow,
it's a little rough.
restraint.
I
What
know.
restraint,
Yeah,
Bob?
I
That's
know,
like
that's-
Bob not buying any more blues. Wow, Bob.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Rob
don't put any
Zombie's got
thoughts in
more
his
restraint
head.
than you.
Do you guys remember? I know we've mentioned this on the show before. You remember his episode of Cribs on MTV where he's got this
Yeah.
like secret rooms hidden behind bookcases and his
Well,
like
didn't he live in like
spooky
some old like
mansion?
converted barn or something? Wasn't it some?
I thought it was just like an old like
That was
mansion looking kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
wooden place. I don't know. It was pretty cool.
Or like an old church or something converted. I thought there was some conversion going on there.
Maybe,
Mm.
maybe.
Maybe not. But I do
Yeah.
like vaguely remember that episode. Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do. So like you can tell that Rob Zombie loves horror movies. Obviously, it influences the hell
Yeah.
out of his music, and it influences the hell out of all of the movies that he makes. And I think he isn't really taking this movie like super seriously too, which is good. Like I think there's some pretty goofy shit happening.
Yeah,
Obviously.
if anything, I this probably made him too big for his britches. I think that this had enough aesthetic and enough like wacky shit going on. And like I said, really, like there is a plot, but not really. Like, and
It's
I
very
feel,
rote.
yeah, I feel
It's a
like
stock plot.
really, I do think this highlights what he is capable of in the best ways that he's capable of. But I think that
Yeah.
this got such a cult following that it encouraged him to make more movies that had real plots and actual dialogue. And the bottom just fell out. I just think.
Well, I mean, in fairness, like his like he comes like a lot of actually like very talented filmmakers, as we know, came out of directing music videos, and that shows. Like, there's a dynamicism that you get when you're like forged in those kind of fires that I think does lend itself to genre pictures, especially horror. And in his case, like his love of horror added to that. And also, this movie, I don't know how successful this movie was, but I don't think he gets a sequel 2 years later without it being a pretty good success for its pretty good bang for the studio's buck. So I think that there's like some money and sense issues at play, and some like reason to think, okay, this guy is finding his voice as a filmmaker or as a long form filmmaker after having done these punchy short one off music videos and shorts for so long. So I think there was some like reason to think that he could continue to grow. I don't know that based on what I've seen, he grew in the wrong direction, but
Down into the ground.
Yeah.
He grew right down into the grave.
His last
Yeah.
couple were damn near unwatchable. But yeah,
The
for a feature
Munsters.
film
We all
debut,
saw the Munsters.
it's pretty unwatchable, man. It's terrible. This being a feature
Which the
film debut,
Munsters
though, like,
wasn't
yeah.
this though.
Yeah, he's a big Munsters fan, of course, which is
yeah.
perplexing when you watch that movie.
But at the same time, it's kind of like thinking like, okay, he directed some music videos.
Mhm.
And that's, again, you don't need plot. It's all aesthetic and like putting shit
Mhm.
together. So, okay. But that's also like comparing, imagine like comparing this to This year we just got like Obsession, or like
Yeah.
we talked about Talk to Me. The big boom right now is YouTube. Oh, they cut their teeth
I was just gonna say
making
that.
shorts and YouTube. So let's
That's just
take
where
this
you cut your
movie.
teeth.
Yeah, let's
Mhm.
take House of a Thousand Corpses and compare it to Obsession, or compare it to Talk to Me, and it's like, okay.
House of a Thousand
They're
Corpses
very
blows
different.
those out of the water, though.
That's
of
the thing,
course,
is, like,
that's
you-
my point. That's my point.
Right,
Exactly.
right,
Exactly.
Right.
But
That's
like,
what I'm
I think
talking
that there's
about.
no, and you're not wrong. And like, there's the thing is like Iron Lung. I haven't seen, but from what I understand, it's very much like not. It wasn't all
as
that.
good as this.
Shelby Oaks. We
Exactly.
didn't love. Like,
Not
there's
as good as
this.
this.
Just because you're in a fire that forges some that a lot of like good filmmakers go to cut their teeth or whatever form that takes, whatever generation, it ultimately, it doesn't matter. Like, either you got the juice or you figure out how to get the juice or you don't.
Get the juice
so-
now.
Bob just
Yeah,
said
you
Chris
got it.
Stuckman's not as good of a director as Rob Zombie.
As Rob
That's what
Zombie.
Bob said.
I've been saying, I mean, we've been joking
I-
about a lot of
I
shit
don't
on this
know.
episode, but I might.
About
There
that.
are no
Mm.
jokes here.
There's there's a discussion to be had there, actually, but because there's a uniqueness to Rob Zombie, but I don't know that Stuckman doesn't have uniqueness. It's just not as like over the top, so it's harder to identify. I don't know. That's a whole different conversation. Let's talk about it another time.
I just
But,
wanted to make it clear what Bob was saying.
Thank you. Put me on blast. Put it out there. Let the people know.
You know,
Juice. This has opening
one-sided feud
credits.
continues.
Opening credit Yabos. Like a lot of opening.
so
credit
many
Yabos.
Yabos.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
That's like a 5-star movie, right? Right there.
so many
Yes,
Yabos.
that's what a boy likes.
Yeah.
So
But
many.
there also is a
Many.
lot of rape, and there might be some dongs in here too. Are there some dongs in here?
I don't know that there is a dong.
I don't remember any
There's one
dongs.
at least, but I could be wrong about that. I
Um,
could be wrong about that. But also, there is a lot of rape, so
Yeah,
you know.
they don't do a lot of. It's not as
Like on screen,
explicit
really.
as it
for the
yeah
most
isn't
part.
as explicit as it could be, which I'm grateful for. But yeah, it is
Yeah.
not pleasant to
Yeah.
even have in the mix.
Like, they talk
I understand-
about
it's
a
part of
kid-
the meanness.
They talk about a kid sticking a Dr. Zaius action figure up his ass, but they don't show it.
Mm.
So that's good.
Well, and that was that was a whole different thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was and
I
that
mean,
was more
really,
like
it could be kind of
goofing,
like
but-
you have the 3 different locations. So talking about it kind of feeling like an anthology. You have that, the gas station at the beginning, the house, and then the kind of asylum at the bottom, and the kind of yard or the whatever it takes place underneath.
yeah, the
Because they
farm
do
or
kind of like seance thing at night. They burn the pyre or whatever. They're doing something out
Yeah.
there.
that doesn't do a whole lot for me. And like, I'll tell you, man, like the underground scene, like it's kind of all right. Like I get thematically what they're going for, whatever. But whatever like benefit you get from it is kind of taken away from me by the fact that it suddenly becomes like not just like a Texas Chainsaw pastiche or whatever. Like
Mhm.
it's straight up just becomes like a weird level from a Resident Evil game. Like fucking.
know what it
Nemesis
reminded
is in
me
this
of?
movie.
It reminded me of that Frankenstein's Army movie.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
for
Suddenly,
real.
I was like, "What are
True.
these creatures?"
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, they're like, I think they're supposed to be the infirmed from the asylum that have been like fucked with by
Yeah.
Dr. Satan. But Dr. Satan also is like,
Fucked up.
he's got like scaffolding arms or some shit. Like it's fucking,
Looks
it's
like
Resident
Frankenstein.
Evil shit that like doesn't make sense and is just all aesthetic and no fucking none of. If it passes that threshold, there's nothing like spooky or scary. The tension gets cut off at the knee for me in that scene because it's like I can be afraid of like sadistic fucking backwoods killers in a heightened environment, but then you put fucking like Resident Evil monsters in a similarly heightened environment, it just becomes cartoonish and not in a fun way to me. I mean, it could be in a fun way, I guess. Like, it's not like they're not going for laughs with it, though. It's not like it's Psycho Gorman or some shit where they're like going for giggles. That's supposed to be the scariest part, I think, and it does not work.
But these guys, they're kind of badass though too, because I mean, they don't take any shit. I mean, even the cops show up and they don't back down. They just make
They just
their own
murder 'em.
rules
Mm.
and they do what they want, and they're just living life. They're alphas.
Live, laugh, love.
I
That's
think
what I say.
Otis is just an alpha that just does what he wants.
Yep, they like to get fucked up and do
Bit
fucked
over.
up shit. They're just real cool.
I can see
I
why
am-
people admire these characters, and really
I
just
almost
kind of
forgot
put them
about
on a
that
kind of
grandpa.
pedestal.
That fucking
Oh yeah, I
grandpa
kind of
when
did too, honestly.
he screams
Oh yeah, you got to bring out
Showtime.
Grandpa to dinner.
I
Yeah.
forgot
like
about
the-
that. Yeah.
Mm.
When he does his like 2 minutes of stand up, dude, it is the
I forgot about
cringiest
that.
bit of dialogue I think in the whole movie. It's
Well,
I don't
also
remember
too,
it
the
even. I
baby
remember him
like doing her
doing
song and like hitting on
the Betty Boop thing. Or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
man,
so
that
I was so
good.
happy when
That
that
was
happened
really
because the
good.
stand up was over.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like anytime that like any of the like straight characters, Rainn Wilson, Chris Hardwick, their girlfriends, who unfortunately I don't know their names, but anytime they were on screen, everything they fucking said was the cringiest shit to me because they're not supposed to be that heightened. They're supposed to be fucking normal-ish. And this, I don't know. And it's like the performances weren't good. They weren't naturalistic in any way. There's no like barometer for what's weird in this movie because fucking everything is. There's no contrast.
We got some old lady yabos popping in here too. Karen
You're
Black just
welcome.
got her yabos out.
Did she? I don't
Yeah.
remember. Oh,
Well,
like
not
completely, or
actually
I don't-
out.
Yeah,
but
okay, I
just
was gonna say,
popping. They
like-
were popping.
They were popping.
They were popping, baby.
Yeah.
Locking. I
Is there anything else we need to touch on
think
before
we've
we
Well, I
wrap?
stretched as
think
far
we
as we
could
can
touch
with this
on
one.
a lot, but we got a
I
time
think you-
restraint.
I think we know what you're touching on.
It
Okay,
is a
keep-
school
keep it in your
night.
pants.
You're done. Ha! They were popping, boys. You know what I'm saying?
I'm asserting dominance, boys. Keeping eye
Oh,
contact
God.
and everything.
Nothing says
Hand
I
check.
dominate you more than prostrating myself physically in front of all of my friends.
All right, let's rate Rob Zombie's House of 1,000 Corpses out of 5. Rand Diesel, kick us off. How do you feel?
Oh yeah, I mean, I do want to be fair to the movie. I do want to be fair to
I
people
want you
that
to
like
be
are just.
fair.
I want to try and like be able to compartmentalize my like just personal distaste for some things. So I guess similar to what you were doing with Habit, Juice. You like there are aspects of that movie that like just do not speak to you personally, and I
Yeah.
think this week we share a lot of those. And I'm trying to like circumvent those and give it something of a fair score.
I'm glad
But,
I
man,
inspired
like,
you, Randy.
But like that is, boy, that's a word choice that nobody made except for you. Yeah, I just
was
don't think that
implied.
there's a.
It's all about the
Okay, let me make it
implication after all.
explicit. Go fuck yourself. I think this movie just like on a gut level sucks. Like I just think it. I don't enjoy watching it. I don't.
But on
wanna
a
watch it
dick
again.
level, it
But on a
rules.
dick level, yeah. But on a filmmaking level, I see what it is going for. I see some merit in a lot of the decisions that are made, like camera wise. Like I respect the experimental nature of it. The pacing of it is like it is. The dude keeps things moving. I do like the sets and some of the environments. Some of the homages and stuff work fine. I'm glad that they pulled in some old classic horror heads into this. What's fair to say about this movie? I just really get nothing out of it personally. So I'm gonna give it a 1.5.
That's Randy trying to be generous.
That is like it's just rubs
Oh,
against all of
fuck.
my natural proclivities. I could
Whoa, rubs
I
against
talked
you,
myself
man.
down
Sounds
from
like
a
a
2 because I
5-star.
gotta feel myself well. I gotta
Mm.
feel
gotta
what
feel
gotta feel what I'm
yourself.
feeling.
Gotta feel
You gotta
yourself while
assert
rubs
dominance.
against you, huh? I see.
Yeah. All right. Generous 1.5 stars from Randy. Juice, the man of the hour. How do you feel?
I think that this is the absolute best that Rob Zombie has to offer the world. I think that this is really showing his craft to the best of his ability. And yeah, it is what it is. Is it good? Probably. But is it a 2-star film? Yes. So I'm going to give it a 2-star. Bob,
All
Out of
right,
5, where are you gonna rate this bad boy?
boys. I thought I was gonna. So in my memory, the first couple times I watched this, I really, really didn't care for it. And I expected to just really not have a good time rewatching it and didn't think I was going to rate it very high. I'm not rating it super high, by the way, just like higher than I had initially thought I was going to rate
Oh
it.
boy, here we go. Here
Um,
we go.
I do generally find the character of Captain Spaulding to be entertaining. The sets, we've covered it, are actually pretty interesting and well lit. I think he's doing a lot of interesting stuff with the cinematography and like the way he's sort of cutting the camera and using lenses and whatnot. It's shot pretty well. The sort of lore that he builds with Dr. Satan is relatively interesting. You don't really get to spend any time with the Doctor or anything. It falls a little flat in the end, but it is somewhat interesting. The freaking serial killer like rot theme ride gas station fried chicken joint is super cool. Uh, all the old actors coming in and like Rob Zombie paying homage to them as well as like the movies that they starred in the 70s. And I don't know, it's an interesting sort of hodgepodge of things that he was interested in. And it's generally fine. I'm surprised that when I was like running down my list of like thoughts, I had way more positives than negatives. It's Halloween movie, full blown Halloween movie with some decent Halloween vibes. And I still don't think he's taking himself like that seriously. Truly, the worst part of this is the dialogue. It's the dialogue is written very, very bad. Um, so I mean, outside of that, and like some of the cinematography, some of the experimental stuff that he did, just really not landing. And his wife's laugh. Those are really the things that hit me wrong.
Not his wife's acting, just the laugh.
Well, I feel like
It's all part of the package.
like half of her lines are obnoxious laughter. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna come in with a 3 out of 5 on this.
Wow.
And
That's over half good.
But the joke is that it's Sojo approved. That's the joke.
that's the joke.
You saw at the beginning of the behind the
I just
scenes.
look back. I gave Halloween 2 a 2 stars, so I might have to retroactively pull that baby down a scotch.
Oh, sounds like you loved it, Randy. Sounds like you're a huge fan of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. You heard it here,
Oh, 2
folks.
out of 5. It's
You heard
solid.
it here.
2 stars.
That's going to put our aggregate for House of 1000 Corpses at a 2.2 out of 5.
White
Let's
Joe.
go.
Damn state's going apey.
Let's jump over to our Rotten Tomatoes segment, see what the critics and users have to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rotten Tomatoes segment in which I'm going to have these gents guess within the best of their abilities what the aggregate positive score is for House of a Thousand Corpses on RottenTomatoes.com. One day I'm going to fix that run-on sentence that I use every time. I start this
No,
segment.
no, Randy, no.
It's what the people show up for.
No,
That's what they're like. Like
Don't
run-on sentences?
do
Well, let me see if I can
that.
keep this going.
That's part of the show.
Oh, man.
Yes, Buds!
All right. So there are 87 critic reviews on the Tomatometer. Let's just start there. Soju, out of those 87 critical reviews, what percentage would you wager are positive reviews?
Critics? Oh my lord. I don't think critics are going to respect this film.
What the hell?
I know. I'm gonna give it a 45.
All right. 45 from Soju. Bob, you coming in the over, the under?
This is not a critical darling. I feel like this could be like crazy low. Juice gave it a 45. I feel like the under is the safer bet here. I'll play it like kind of
But
close.
Bob, you gave it a 60.
I'll give it well, I'm not doing that, dog.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with give me like a 38.
38. That's not that far of a difference, actually.
I know, I'm playing it. I was
Playing
gonna
it
play
safe.
it kind of close.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me do a little brain genius math here. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Little brain geniusing.
You've got a phone and a
Okay, there's a
computer.
16-point gulf 16
Oh,
percentage
I
point
think
gulf
Bob's
between
got this.
the
bad
correct
boy.
correct answer and one of
Oh
you.
boy.
The correct answer is 20 deuce%.
Oh,
Bob.
the deuce
There it
deuce.
is.
You
in the
you went
back of
too
my
light.
truck.
You should have
Deuce,
laid the hammer
deuce.
down. God
That's
damn.
a hell skeet.
Got the
I think Rob Zombie
deuce
would
in the
approve
back of
of the hell
Bob's
skeet for
van.
this movie.
He-
Deuce,
yeah.
deuce, baby.
Mm.
Deuce,
Makes
deuce.
makes sense that the deuce deuce got the hell skeet. That makes sense for Bob.
Bullshit. Derivative.
Derivative.
Never has that bump been more apt.
Oh yeah.
Let's move over to the popcorn meter, the poop meter. That's where the users leave their scores.
Take
There are
shits.
100,000 plus ratings from users to account for here, and we're going to go in reverse order. Start with Bob. What do you think those 100,000 plus ratings level out to?
Nailed it. Definitely going to be
Yeah.
higher than the deuce deuce for sure. There's a lot of people that are fans of this, just like legit fans. How high do I want to go? I want to take the comedy number of 69, please.
69. A D.
69, dudes!
Soju. Where are you coming in?
Yeah, it's probably gonna get a boost from those crazy fans, cult classic and all, but I'm still gonna keep it low. I'm gonna say 55. 55,
Ooh,
baby.
oh boy.
55.
Y'all really put me through the
Mhm.
ringer on these
I
bumps.
know,
Smash
right?
that
Well-
button.
There's a much narrower gulf between the correct answer and one of you here. In fact, just 4 percentage points.
Oh boy.
The correct answer, the correct percentage of positive reviews. 65%. Bob's
Oh.
walking with this one. Not
Oops, all
It's gone
ski.
either way. Oh no.
Oops.
I'm gonna pass on breakfast. Thank you.
The hell skeet sweep.
Bob had an
Oh,
accident. Oops.
Just like
Mm.
Dr. Satan wanted it.
That is appropriate for this film, I believe.
Mm.
But it's Soju approved, you see. That's the joke.
It's the reality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stickers don't lie.
Mhm. Yeah, what do you think? Stickers lie? Do you think?
I
Every
don't
time I
think
go
that
to
they
a
do.
gas pump and it's got the president's picture saying I did that, I'm like, well, the sticker tells me, and
Oh
I
man,
listen.
you boys live in
guess-
such
I
a sad,
guess it's
sad
right.
reality. I
Yeah.
feel bad for you.
Yes, okay.
I feel so bad.
Mhm. Oh man. Yeah, let's sort of look at some reviews here. Here's the critics' consensus. There's an abundance of gore in this derivative horror movie, but
Whoa,
little sense
whoa,
or wit.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Pump the brakes.
Are you,
Derivative.
are you having a stroke? Why are you
Bullshit
saying
derivative.
I don't know about all that.
Bullshit
Nah.
derivative.
I don't know if that's quite fair to our boy
Excuse me, Mr. Man.
Bob Zombie.
Here's some negative reviews straight from the horse's mouth. These are all horses that left these reviews. This one says, Rob Zombie blew his opportunity here to create a masterful horror film.
Did he?
I don't know what gives him, I guess every movie's an opportunity to
Yeah,
make a masterful
yeah,
horror film.
that
if you
could have
think
been.
about it.
The greatest movie ever. It just wasn't.
Mm.
They really missed an opportunity to make a good movie. Let's
Christopher
leave another
Nolan
one.
really blew his opportunity to make the greatest horror film of all time, The Odyssey. You know, I mean, he really missed that
Really
opportunity.
bitched out.
Mm.
That opportunity's gone now.
Oh, these are not all in English.
Do it. You can.
Randy, you speak
I will not.
multiple languages.
I speak poorly is the conclusion to that sentence. One more. Rob Zombie's directorial debut is arguably his coolest looking and most stylish outing, but it contains all of his signature downfalls. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre with all the trashy elements cranked to 11 and no attempts at plot or character development. I mean, kind of nailed it. Gotta say.
There is no character or
for
plot
you,
development.
buddy.
That is true.
It sucks. That's accurate.
It sucks,
You
but
guys are
that's
so
true.
mean.
Yeah, well.
We're just
Hey,
not
we
as
gotta-
elevated
So
as
mean.
We just
gotta-
don't love horror as much as you. That
You
When
guys
they
are
call Bob
fucking
Elevator, we need
posers.
Stone.
I
right?
know. I know.
High off my ass.
I don't even own 100 Blues yet. So
What a
I
loser.
know.
Boys, there's a lot of trivia. You want to get into it?
Sure.
Do we have to?
Yes.
It's totally time for trivia.
We're past the
All
worst part of the
right.
show, boys. So it's easy sailing from here.
The back half.
Say some menially
I'm always
interesting
looking forward to
things
the back half,
me.
boys. Of course. I like that back in.
I don't get what you're saying. Can you just
Turn out those lights!
keep repeating yourself? So this was filmed in the year 2000. It wasn't released until the year 2003, I guess, because it was like really fucked up and weird, and like the studio didn't want to
I
put
don't want
it
to blame
out.
it all on 9/11.
He
but
had
that
to do
certainly
a
didn't help
couple
anything.
favors, to get this pushed through
Yeah,
finally.
He had to. I think he like bought the rights for the film himself to like finally get it put out.
Well, good
So
for him on that.
yeah,
legitimately.
it finally saw the light of day. And I think when it did come out, because it was delayed by 3 years, there was like crazy hype around it. People were like, "Oh, this movie must be so fucked up, bro." And then when you watch it, you're like, not so bad. I don't know. Like, there's fucked up shit.
And I
of
guess for
course.
2003, it's
Legitimate-
kind of fucked up.
I legitimately think yes, it is pretty fucked up for 2003 for wider audiences. Certainly, within the horror realm, it's not so bad for people like us. It's not so bad.
Yeah.
Also, though, and I'm not kidding when I say this. Post 9/11, like right post 9/11, you couldn't be bloody or gory. Like things got put
It's
on
not,
hold.
I mean, it's 2
Anything-
years removed.
I know, but it took like 2 years to get to the point where this was like back in the mix. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
there was more sensitivities for a good year and a half that helped push this.
I don't
back.
know.
I mean,
that
I don't
that
know.
Yes.
Freddy vs.
initially-
Jason was released around the same time.
But they're known figures. That's Americana. These are not.
I don't think-
And this is
I
also
don't
more
think that had
transgressive
anything to
than
do
that.
with it because it was filmed in 2000. I guess it depends on when they were like trying to release it. I don't know. Maybe I think
Well,
the
if it's
studio
filmed in
just
2000,
didn't-
usually they release it the next year. I don't know this.
Yeah.
I'm just positive, but
Yeah.
I do think
You're
that
just
there was,
making
like,
it up.
at least with
just
studios,
making shit up.
At least
Just
speculating
smearing,
wildly.
they were very
smearing our boy.
there was some trepidation around horror movies at that time.
Okay,
and
if
certainly
they
around
wanted to
more
hold on to
violent
it
stuff.
to Halloween the next year, I could see that, sure.
So
Yeah,
I don't know,
I don't
just
know.
a guess.
In 2014, Rob Zombie acknowledged the movie's cult following, but admitted that he himself is not super fond of the movie. Zombie called the film a calamitous mess. All I see is flaw upon flaw upon flaw upon flaw.
Well,
well, you know what?
damn.
I'm convinced.
You know what?
This is a true artist. I give him props.
Wow, there you go.
He does not I have not seen him improve, but I will say
Yeah, he
that
said, you know what? I'm
hating your
gonna
own work
take
is the
this.
hallmark of a true artist. I will say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Most
take this
people-
and I'm gonna make a better movie, he said, and he is still waiting to do that.
The Devil's Rejects. Most people think that's his greatest movie, which came after this. It's
Oh,
been a long
really? Is that
time since
true?
I've seen it. Yeah,
It's a
most people.
sequel. Yeah. Oh,
It
it's
is.
a
I know
true that people
but I didn't
think.
know.
Oh,
I didn't know that it was considered
Yeah.
his best film. I thought Lords of Salem or this were considered.
That's
his
my.
best.
I think Lords of Salem is my favorite of his. I don't know if I could say it's his best or not, but it's the one I enjoy the most
I
watching.
thought most people loved the monsters.
Jesus,
Yeah,
dog.
the box office
Brother,
results speak for themselves.
Man,
Brother man, brother man,
brother
Soju,
man.
that's
Let
what
me
they
tell
call
you.
me.
Let me tell you, you fucking a fucking.
I don't know, Bob. Which one is more unwatchable, the monsters or Three from Hell?
Have you seen?
I would
Three from
rather
Hell?
watch Three from Hell. Honestly,
Really?
yeah. The Monsters is bad.
How about okay? So
I
his
get- there's
last
something
three
to be said
films:
about
31, Three from Hell, The
terrible.
Monsters. But
That's,
that's a rough run right there.
that is a rough.
Yeah, it's not a good stretch.
That is
Uh,
whoa.
Most of the cutaway scenes of Otis torturing the cheerleaders, baby masturbating with skeletons, etc., were filmed in Rob Zombie's basement. After filming Wrapped, he would invite cast members over to his house on the weekends and shoot the footage himself with a 16mm handheld camera, with the exception of the shot of the setting sun, yada yada. So he just those cut scenes he just like shot at his house to add in, I guess.
What you don't
Yeah,
say.
Yeah.
It reeks of effort, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It reeks
Doesn't
of
it just doesn't it just seem quite effortful?
Yes, Rob Zombie would agree.
Mm.
So there was that all that cut footage that I mentioned of the 105-minute director's cut. Some of the known deleted scenes from that include four teenagers on a road trip before they arrive at Captain Spaulding's gas station. I guess we spent a little more time with them. There's also like other characters which were completely removed from the film, including scenes with the skunk ape, which is only briefly glimpsed
Oh
in the
yeah, they
final
mentioned
movie.
that.
They do mention it. Yeah, I don't remember seeing it, but I guess you get a
I don't
quick
remember seeing
shot.
it either.
Give me
Unless
the
it's
skunk
the
ape.
nemesis monster at the end. I don't fucking
Yeah, I
know,
kind of
man.
want the skunk ape, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of want the
I
skunk
wish
ape
there was a
too.
skunk ape in this. That would
Plus a half star for skunk ape.
they should have replaced the fucking like puking nemesis monster with skunk ape.
Yeah.
He's taking a huge
Yeah,
shit.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's taking a huge shit.
Huge shit.
Like
This
nothing I
was
ever smelled
Nothing
before
I'd
in my
ever
life.
smelled before in my life.
nailed it.
Beat you
This
to
was
it,
a
Randy.
Halloween Horror Nights house in 2010 and also in 2019. It would make for an effective Horror Nights house.
I mean, it essentially is.
just is that.
Yeah. This, yeah, really,
Yeah.
truly, this is like what would happen if they took the theme, like the Jack the clown character from Halloween Horror Nights, and tried to make a feature film out of it.
Yeah.
This would be except there's actual. They would probably hire like somebody who wasn't interested in that shit, who's just an up and coming star to do it. So it's the best case scenario for that.
Yeah. So Universal Pictures is the company that did not want to release this because they thought it would be rated NC-17 by the MPAA, which back in the day you couldn't release movies that were NC-17 or unrated because nobody would ever play them. Nobody wanted to pick them up. It's kind of taboo. That has changed now. In the burial scene towards the end of the movie where the casket's lowered into the ground, there's a tape recorder that's playing a slowed down clip of Aleister Crowley repeating "Bury me in a nameless grave," which is the opening line from his poem, The Poet, recorded in 1920.
You know what? The music in here was pretty solid too.
I don't know if you're being funny or
No.
not.
Well,
No,
I'll just leave it
not
up to the audiences to decide whether I'm being genuine or not.
Knowing your general
You know,
taste in music,
critic reviews aren't usually left ambiguous. That's not the artful thing to do.
open for interpretation, just like the film itself. I don't know.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, there's oh yeah, this movie is definitely open for interpretation.
Kind of mysterious that way.
Mm. Mm.
It is not in the file.
Do things my own
Oh.
way, you know.
Karen Black did not reprise her role in The Devil's Rejects because they weren't going to
Oh.
pay her enough. So she said, "Fuck y'all."
Cool.
She was replaced by Leslie Easterbrook. Yeah. Exteriors of the Firefly compound were shot on the Universal backlot. Rob Zombie stressed multiple times that the tourist tram and all the background noise coming from the Jaws animatronic were a constant pain and ruined multiple takes.
No, my God.
Like, why wouldn't they shut that shit off if they were filming a movie next door? You know, like that does.
Because it's a theme park. That's
It's kind of crazy.
This is the thing is like they turned it into a theme park and then expected to still be able to shoot there without any
Yeah.
problems. Of course there's going to be fucking problems. Just like don't film there. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Rob.
That's a
Yeah,
lesson.
that's enough trivia. I think there's still a little bit more.
will ever know.
There's just so much trivia on this fucking movie. It's crazy. Boys, that'll do it for trivia. Let's talk about our cooter of the week.
Straight chillin'.
Gooder of the week.
Juice, what is a cooter and why do we hunt them?
No, brother. Cooter's a character type and a straight chillin' exclusive.
Clues.
What is clues?
Scooter has to hit. Cooter has to.
Scooter.
My
has to
dog,
hit
Scooter.
3 of these 5 points to be considered a cooter, but we want the cooter with the most points. The 5 points of cooterdom are sexual deviancy and manipulation, smug arrogance, overall looking attire, and overall patheticness, boys. Let's just wrap them all up. Let's just throw them all in
Oh God, yes, come with me.
Just put them all in there.
Yeah.
Literally everybody.
Spalding,
There-
Baby,
Everybody.
Otis.
The
Like
maybe the
mom,
wives or
grandpa.
girlfriends or whatever are off the hook.
But
Maybe
manipulate.
maybe.
So all the family plus the clown man. Manipulation, yes. Sexual
Mhm.
deviance, yes.
Oh yes.
Smug arrogance, yes.
Yeah.
Looking
God.
attire, yes.
Yeah.
Patheticness, yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Lock them all up. We could do the two boyfriends if we want. So patheticness,
Just say yes.
yes.
Sexual
that might-
deviance? No. I mean, maybe
No.
no. Actually, for Chris
Manipulation,
Hardwick,
no.
because he's like
Well.
openly like ogling and hitting on Baby for a while there.
That's true.
She is
in
like
front of his fucking girlfriend.
DTF, and he doesn't though. Like she gives him a pretty clear opening.
I mean, yeah, but he's not. I don't know. There's
Consenting
There's
adults,
plen-
Randy.
consenting adults who are involved with other people. I don't know. That's
Nah, he
Happens all the
doesn't.
time.
He doesn't do it. Just
buddy.
Randy?
You
I
act
don't
that
know.
way in front of your wife, and then come back and tell me about it.
I mean, it's
Bob!
sexual deviance
Bob!
when the man's just having, some cocoa.
Well, we
with a girl
already
with her
got
asshole
ourselves
hanging out.
like 6 cooters, to be fair.
Yeah, the
so,
whole
I mean,
family. The
we
whole
got-
family,
We got
for sure.
plenty of them. I don't think the cops would hit. Maybe not the boyfriends. They're pathetic. So
I just don't think we spend enough time. But I think if you spend
Maybe
even, like,
looking
another
at
5
tire.
minutes with Walton Goggins, you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
with Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins' character. I think if you spend a little more time,
Oh,
then
really?
you'd probably get to Cooter.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's just giving off a shitty, hateful vibe, like everybody. But
Oh,
like,
okay.
Randy,
Yeah.
not my
and
boy.
he seems like he's gonna abuse some power to me. I
Not
don't know.
baby Billy.
Uncle
Randy.
Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy. Are you serious?
Uncle Baby Billy.
I want me some glory hole.
Uncle
That old
Baby
man
Billy
does.
wants some glory hole.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
That man says some wild shit. I think we got the whole family. Whole
Changes.
Yeah,
Firefly.
just the whole and
Firefly
throw
thing.
Rob Zombie in there too, just per usual. I think
Just,
we
you
always
know,
throw him
just-
in there. Just
He's
throw him
got a
in there.
he's got a fucking permacell.
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere.
He
He's
seems
locked
cool.
up the way Michael Myers is in Halloween.
Yeah.
I'd hang out with
whatever,
Rob.
2000, whatever it is.
You would, Bob.
I would.
You
I would do that.
I'm
I
sure,
think
I'm sure you would end up murdered because of this podcast.
He'd probably ask
Eh.
you to sleep with his wife.
Oh man.
Bob, would you?
Mm.
Would you, Bob?
No, I would not.
Mm.
Juice.
Would you stare into
God.
her butthole as she danced towards you?
God,
Her butthole would
right
stare into
into
me.
it.
A big old.
I am the darkness. I am what goes bump in the butt.
Damn.
The whole damn abyss. All right, we got him. Let's go ahead and talk about what else we've been watching this week.
Hey, gang, what you been watching?
Randy, what you been watching?
Well, I held off on several films or several things that I was going to mention last week because we had a backlog, but it's just built right back up. So I'm just going to try and go through efficiently. I watched Fantastic Four: First Steps and found it quite middle. It had some admirable things about it for sure. I liked they leaned into the very comic bookiness of it. It was it was pretty similar to like a 60s cartoon version of Fantastic Four set and or done as a full scale Marvel film. But it got boring. It got boring after a while. Let's see. Watched The Last House on Netflix, and people are correctly, I think, assuming that this movie was at least partially written by a large language model because it is fucking bad and soulless.
Oh no.
It's not good.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I watched in preparation for next week's film, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma.
Randy.
I rewatched We're All Going to the World's Fair, which is a deeply bleak film.
You have a nice little time there.
Jane's
Yeah.
first. I mean, man, you don't have a lot of fun at this particular World's
You're just
Fair.
2 months behind me now, Randy.
I-
Just living
What?
out my 2 months ago.
You just gotta measure yourself against Justin all the time.
Oh my
All the
God.
time. It's a good thing
Whip
that
it out,
you
then.
admire me so much. As stated earlier in this podcast.
As stated by you and agreed to by no one. Burn
The
After
implication,
Reading. I rewatched Burn After Reading. I hadn't seen since theaters, and that movie is very silly fun, and it's kind of more fun because it's set in DC, so we got to see a couple things and point at the screen Leo style. That's kind of nice. I've watched the entirety of the new season of King of the Hill, and buddy, that show is still banging. It's still hitting on all cylinders. It's very good. I'm almost done with Mina the Hollower, the Game Boy Color esque. I don't know what you like, not platformer, but like 2D action, Zelda like, Castlevania like game. It's a very fucking good game. It's my favorite game of the year so far, I think, perhaps. Let's see. I've been rewatching Mindhunter season 2, still incredible. I watched Forbidden Fruits on Shudder, and that I'm not sure who that was for exactly, and I was very confounded by the way it ended. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who's interested, but I don't know what. Yeah, it was a strange choice. Not all bad by any means, but it didn't really go anywhere to me. I maybe would want to watch it again with somebody who did get something out of it and pick their brain about it. And then is that everything? Oh no, last thing, I got to see Titus Andronicus play live, which I haven't done for a couple of years, I don't think. I love them a lot. They're one of my favorite bands, and it was at a club I had never been to here in DC called the Atlantis. And it's an exceptionally cool room. I actually really like that venue a lot. And I ran into the singer of a newfound band to me that I've been just like spinning like crazy and talking about on the Slack called Combat. The singer was there, and we struck up a conversation with him, me and my buddy, and talked to him for a minute. Nice guy. So it was a very good time. Yeah, that's all I got. Close the door on that shit.
Sick. Juice, what you been watching?
Oh, it is full swing now, boys. There is absolutely no doubt about it. It is full spooky season for Shaboy Soju. First off, I finished up that X-Men 97 show. So for my kind of lunchtime meals, I switched over to, I guess I never watched it, but that animated Marvel Zombies or whatever, like it's kind of like a what if. It actually ended up being pretty short. It was just 4 episodes that were about 30 minutes a piece, so it ended up being about a movie. But so it's pretty cool because it's zombies and they're able to do a lot of kind of gross out, violent kind of things. But one thing that I did really like about it was that it was able, because it's animated, it was able to utilize a lot of characters that just like don't get included in even some of these bigger ones. Like that one of the main character is like Miss Marvel, and she had her show, and then she was in that movie The Marvels, which was not a very good movie, but that actress is so good. Like she is one of the best aspects of the kind of bad Marvel era. She's so charming. She was in that at Jeonju. I saw a film called Mouse, and she was one of the main characters in that one. She's just such a good actress. She's so charming, and she's the main character. She does the voice acting, but it also had like characters like, oh, what's it? Mahershala Ali's Blade was in it too, even though he never got a movie.
He was in it?
Like, yeah, his voice looks like him, and it's Blade. So that's but yeah, so he's in it. And they're able to do all these kind of wacky things, have these crazy characters in there because it's animated. So, but I'm pretty sure they all voiced them. It sounds like them.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty solid actually, and a fun watch for spooky season. I watched a Korean film from I think 2020 or 22, horror film called The Closet. I believe it might be a Netflix original, maybe, or I don't know. So it might be on all international Netflix and stuff too. But it was solid. It was a kind of a haunted house type thing. A man moves out into the kind of rural countryside with his daughter after his wife passes, and and later his daughter goes missing, and the house is kind of haunted. So it's like a haunted Korean movie. No, haunted house, Korean haunted house movie. I watched A Clockwork Orange in the theaters. So one of my favorite art house theaters here in Seoul is showing a lot of Kubrick films. So I might get a chance to see Shining as well. I don't want to see 2001: A Space Odyssey, but they're showing like Eyes Wide Shut too, but it's not Christmas time, so can't
Out of
watch
season.
that one. Yeah,
Nope.
but I might pop in there for Shining. We'll see. But it was cool. It was cool to see A Clockwork Orange on the big screen, and got a cool poster. And so yeah, and actually, spoilers, it's gonna be one of the ones that's coming up in our upcoming Treehouse of Horror coverages, boys. Spoiler. That's going to be a segment, yeah. Which I also started watching those to prepare, but because I was watching those, I also went back and watched some old classics. So just this morning, as I was eating breakfast before the podcast, I watched the Easy Bake Coven. I think that one, the classic Halloween one with the witches and stuff. And fun fact, boys, in that episode specifically, Ned Flanders is in there, and he says that he's 35 years old. So you boys are now older than Ned Flanders. I want you to think about that. He's 35 years
Just as
old.
Flanderized.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I watched another Korean film from 2022. I talked last week about a movie called The Fin that I watched, an independent film. I went back and watched the director's first movie called The Fifth Thoracic Vertebrae. And would you know, it's about a deadly bed, and it made me think of Deathbed so
Deathbed?
much.
Hell yeah.
But
Hard
it
to
is-
avoid that comparison if that's
it's
the
a-
premise.
It's essentially about a bed that has this it's a secondhand bed, a secondhand mattress, essentially, that has this fungus in it, and it slowly grows, and different people keep using it, and as they use it, it kind of kills people and steals pieces of them to form its own kind of like Frankenstein person. It was quite interesting. It was a very unique film. So yeah, so that was also horror. The second movie I've ever watched about a deadly bed. So there you go. I also watched another Korean horror film called Suddenly in the Dark. This was watched and recommended by Bob earlier this year, I believe, or recently.
Yeah,
And
earlier.
it's crazy too, because at the time I had to watch The Handmaiden, and we which was a movie from the 60s, had a very similar kind of plot. But watching Suddenly in the Dark, it's interesting because it's kind of like, oh, you're having two slasher movies, but the perspectives are totally different, because in The Handmaiden, it's more from the man's perspective, the husband, and then Suddenly in the Dark, it's definitely more from the wife's perspective. So I thought that was a really cool movie. It was a lot of fun. Good watch.
Soju approved.
Soju approved. I'll put it on the box. You got that box, right?
I do. Yeah.
Go put it on there right now. You got Soju approved.
I did it. I just did it.
And I watched Wicker Mang. They have like this it's like an anniversary. They have like a final cut out or whatever, and it was really cool. I saw that on the big screen too, and actually was just texting with our boy Sean this morning because he's been out of town, but he wanted to watch it, so might go again in a couple days. So it's nice to revisit some of these classics up on the big screen during spooky season, even though that's a autumn film. I mean, no, spring film, spring horror film, but
Out of season.
I mean, a little out of season, but I'll make an exception. You know, like The Shining.
Which one of y'all dead motherfuckers just said that shit?
I'll make an exception. But yeah, I watched a lot of good horror stuff this week, boys. A lot of horror. So yeah, Bob, what you been watching? You been in the full swing?
So what's the verdict? Are you a fan of horror then?
I kind of like it.
Still
Okay.
working on it. Still figuring it out.
Look at that.
13 years later.
The times they are a changing.
I think it's all right. I'm not in the full swing of Halloween yet. Not yet. I'm trying to push it off a little longer. It's still a little early for me. maybe in a week or so. When it gets a little closer to September, I'll be down. But I did go down to Popcorn Frights Film Festival in Fort Lauderdale, Florida last weekend. Watched a handful of things when I was down there. First thing we saw was a screening of Sleepaway Camp with Felissa Rose doing a live commentary while the movie was playing on the big screen. And she ended up sitting directly behind us, which was rad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've never seen an actor or a director do a live commentary before. It was kind of a new experience for me. It worked out extremely well, actually.
Wow.
Turns out they just like turned the audio for the movie down slightly. You could still hear it, but her audio is just a little bit higher, and it worked quite well. It turns out she had done that dozens of times before, but the people who were doing the programming did not realize that. Just, knowing Felissa's personality, like she's a talker and loves talking about Sleepaway Camp. It seemed like pretty like a slam dunk idea. Turns out it has been. So that was pretty cool. Also, we watched The Barn 3, which is there is a trilogy of the Barn movies, and they're all set on Halloween. They
Whoa.
are independent horror films, and they have a bunch of creatures. They're a lot of like people in rubber suits. It takes place. Well, the first one takes place in the 80s. The second one, I think, also takes place in the 80s. The third one jumps to present day. But there's like an older urban legend in this tiny little town on Halloween night. If you go knock on this old creepy barn door out in the middle of a field, these three demons will appear, and they do, and they're like rubber monsters, and it's like very big, 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 big time Halloween energy in those first two movies. There's a lot of familiar horror faces that pop up, like Linnea Quigley is in the first two. Joe Bob Briggs has a cameo in the second one. People just kind of come and go. Super cheesy, like tongue in cheek, definitely horror comedy. I like the first two. I was looking forward to the third one. It did not quite hold up. There's some like decent moments in the third one, but overall, I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. Also saw a movie called Hollow Warrior, and this is going to be hitting Shudder in October. And it stars the little girl from Hereditary that I'm blanking on her name right now. Something Shapiro or Millie Shapiro. I don't know. That might not be right. Anyway,
Millie Bobby Shapiro.
Millie Bobby Shapiro. It stars the little girl from Hereditary. I don't think I've seen her in anything
Millie
since
Shapiro.
Hereditary. Millie Shapiro. Okay, nice.
You get it.
And so it's a post-apocalyptic movie. There was a plague that broke out about 4 years prior to this movie happening, and she has been living in her family's home all alone since then. Her parents have died, and she's just sort of trying her best to survive, and she doesn't know anybody. She doesn't see anybody, but Halloween is her favorite holiday, and she celebrates it every year by herself. And sort of carves jack-o'-lanterns out of whatever's around, whatever she can find. She calls them Junko-lanterns. And turns out on Halloween, there's this like small gang of roving people that show up, and she's so excited to invite them into her home and celebrate Halloween with them. And of course, they're up to no good, and things get kind of crazy. I know. I enjoyed it. It's really pretty interesting, actually, to see like a post-apocalyptic kind of horror movie like this, with the lead is a little girl who's like fighting off adults. It's like got I guess it kind of has some Home Alone vibes in that way, but like not hardcore.
Becky-esque.
Becky-esque, maybe, yeah. There's some interesting like stylistic choices that happen throughout the course of the movie as well. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I would say whenever it does hit Shudder, it's worth a gander.
All right.
And last thing I've got here to mention is a little movie called X2.
X Deuce.
X Deuce.
Wait. Ty West.
X-Men
X
Deuce?
Oh no, yeah, X-Men. X-Mengs 2. The
X Mang's
yeah.
Deuce.
X-Mengs take a deuce. Watch
That's
that.
a solid flick.
It is a solid flick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Been in the mood to watch those old X-Men movies. Just because
Inspired you, huh, Bob?
Doomsday came around. I inspired you, Juice. Okay.
I don't think so. I mentioned all these movies last week, Bob. Okay.
I know. We watched X-Men like the exact same day.
Been checking
I
my
know.
letterbox.
I've been.
Who owns
it
the
up.
glory of having
Pulling it
seen
up.
X-Men first recently?
No, it was me.
This battle shall be
I
fought
want
to
the
the death.
glory.
Oh. X2, yeah, it's still good. Holds up. Check it out. That's what I have been watching. Randy walked away, but I need
I know, but he
him.
needs to play the bumps. You can't take a shit right now,
You
Randy.
cannot take a
I got-
shit right now. Actually, you can take a shit in the chair.
Just let it go, Randy. Randy said, "I have to take a shit. I am
It's like,
going to take a shit."
It's like that episode of South Park where Cartman can't stop gaming and his mom has to bring down a 5-gallon bucket for him to like take a shit in.
No, Bex. Oh
While he's
God,
playing video
no!
games.
Don't bring the bucket.
No. The Homer bucket. It's getting full. We gotta hose her out.
Our incessant refusal to ever edit has led us to disaster once again.
This is what people come here
Your
for.
boy has dogs. They make sounds. They disturb people. I have to stop the dogs.
I got a
from
dog
screaming.
barking in the bathroom. I gotta go take care of it real quick. Hang on, boys.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's all I've been watching. We do have 2 voicemails though, so let's go ahead and get into our hotline screams.
There we go.
Hotline scream.
If you guys would like to call in and leave a voicemail to be featured on next week's show, you can hit us up at 904-638-3231. First up, we're hearing from your boy, Juice. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Jules, my boy Jules.
Yo, it's your boy Jules. So, like, man, I just wanted to apologize for last message. That kind of was tripped out. I didn't even listen to y'all's response. I mean, it is what it is. Like, sometimes I'll be doing shit that embarrasses myself. It's alright. Man, I listened to, like, your last messages. Y'all mofos fucking with the feds. If you're, I guess, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, outlaw to death. But, yeah, I'm gonna get better, and y'all help me do it. I'm joining a group in Sedona, Arizona called Age of the New Dawn, and they're going to help me out. So you guys might not hear from me for a while, but I love you fools. Y'all the homies. Like I said, fuck the outliers. We die and we keep living. So, yeah. I don't know, man. I tried to call my record store and I was like, hey, do you have like, it tripped me out because I was like, do y'all have Requiem for a Dream, Magazine Dreams, and fucking Blade Runner 2049? And they didn't have any of those movies. I don't know if they were lying, but I was gonna like binge watch them all in one night, and I couldn't, so I don't know. But yeah, y'all motherfuckers keep it up. For real, fuck the feds. I'm sorry. I'm so like, fuck the feds and fuck the popo, man. Like, hell no. Hell the fuck nah. Motherfuckers never offer me no help. But yeah, man, y'all keep it up. And y'all, you know, keep doing it. I know it was dog, in the end of the day, it's all a fucking joke. It's all an act, and it's all a show. Like, I want to call in to give you guys some content, and I really, you know, I enjoy the way you reacted to my last call with, you know, I don't know, the one y'all really tripped out on. And it's cool, man. Like, who gives a fuck? Seriously, like, who gives a fuck?
And that's the end.
Damn.
Yeah. A lot
Thanks
to
for the free
unpack there,
content.
and
I don't
think
know anything about the feds. I have no idea what that's
No,
about.
that's exactly
the
what a Fed
feds.
would say. Fuck you, Fed.
Oh, I'm no Fed, boys.
You're a Fed.
I'm
How
not
would you- how
collecting
dare
your
you.
secrets, boys, for blackmail. That's
You gotta
definitely
tell
not
us
what
No.
if
I'm
you
doing.
are. You
My
gotta
secrets
tell
are too
us.
secret to blackmail. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to make of that. So great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jules, I don't know, buddy, but good luck.
Hey, I hope whatever
Thanks for the
Sedona
content.
has to offer is great for you, and thanks for the content. And I hope the joke is funny. I hope so.
Thanks for the pity call, brother. Yeah, hope you're doing well, man. And good luck in Arizona if you end up going that way. Let us know. Let us know how it works out if you do so.
At least it's heading toward a cooler season, so hopefully
yeah.
Arizona doesn't burn your asshole
That
off.
is a fucking beautiful part of the world.
Protect
I'll
your
say that much.
asshole from the sun.
Yeah. Don't get asshole sunburns. That would be real bad.
That sounds
Unless you're-
terrible.
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
I'm not.
I mean, who am I to tell you what to do? But
Oh, I didn't know you were
it's
such
my
a prude.
personal. It's just my personal feeling that I
I'll
don't
tell you
want to
what
get
to
a
do.
suntan on my asshole. That's just me. I'm a little kooky
Don't.
that way.
Thanks for calling, Jules, man. Always good to hear from you. Last but not least, we're gonna hear from our friend Nicole. Let's hear what she's got to say.
That is my friend Nicole.
I'm guessing this is going to have a slightly different
Our
cadence. Let's
friend.
find out.
Mine.
Hey fellas, it's Nicole with Light and Shadow here. Just calling to give a couple thoughts on House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh boy.
So this is a movie that was on my list for years and years. I'm not really a Rob Zombie fan, but I finally watched it last year, I think. And like shocker, I actually liked it. In pieces, I will say. I really liked the Captain Spaulding sort of roadside attraction stuff, and I thought the Dr. Satan lore and all the underground stuff was pretty creepy and like pretty original. All of the stuff with the Firefly family, geez, not a fan. Not a fan. I think we could just lifted that right out, which is probably why I wasn't a big fan of the sequel. So anyway, Devil's Rejects, that's what it's called, yeah. Anyway, but I do have a question for you related to House of a Thousand Corpses. So Captain Spaulding's fried chicken at the roadside attraction. One, I'm wondering, would you eat it? And two, what is your favorite fried chicken? Me personally, I love Popeyes. Also, right next to my house, we have a really great hot chicken place, Jake's Hot Chicken, that is superb. So, listeners, if you're in Northwest Arkansas, Jake's Hot Chicken. Until next time, stay spooky.
So interesting. Yeah, that's I wouldn't have pegged Nicole as being a fan of this film.
Don't peg anybody.
Bob,
Jesus
don't be
Christ,
such a
Bob.
prude. Dang.
Boy, we were shocked in
Peg
entirely different
everybody.
directions on that. Wow.
No
Nicole
king
has
shaming,
taste.
Bob, okay?
Nicole has taste. She
If
likes
Randy wants
House of
to
a Thousand
peg, let
Corpses.
Randy peg. Damn.
Oh, peg like
I
Randy.
would definitely. I'm not gonna snub my nose at fried chicken unless I'm really put off, really put off by the place. And I
Yeah.
think that like a roadside attraction sort of thing, like that's a like it's not like an actual Texas Chainsaw Massacre where like it could be mystery meat. You know what I mean? I'm not concerned about that.
Chicken
As
is
long as it's
usually
cooked
safe,
through,
yeah.
I would
as
eat
long as
fried
it's cooked
chicken
through,
from
I would be
Captain
fine with it,
Spaulding.
yeah.
Unless
Um,
you just see a bunch of roaches everywhere or something, then I wouldn't. But yeah, fried chicken.
Sure, yeah.
Favorite
I don't
fried
know.
chicken?
I generally don't eat open food at gas stations as a general rule.
Well, I assume that it's like served like restaurants or like fast food style, like that. It's not like just sitting out in the open.
Just on a shelf.
It's just sitting on a
just
shelf with a price tag
chicken leg,
stuck
yeah.
on it.
For like,
25 cents,
if I'm gonna go buy fried chicken, Publix is like
That's pretty
the
good.
primary place that I would get fried chicken from. I don't like fast food, like really in general, but like chicken, like Popeyes, I'm not a huge fan of. KFC is not very good. I've still not tried Raising Cane's. People love it. We're getting a couple. They're starting to pop up, So I guess I'll try it eventually. But yeah, there's a good hot chicken joint locally. Pretty solid. If you're into that spicier version of fried chicken. But I guess Publix would be my kind of go-to. Yeah. What about y'all?
The thing is, like, it's hard to get bad fried, like really bad fried chicken. Like, but I would say KFC, they hit the mark for bad.
Yeah, somehow. Ooh, they got
Popeyes
really
I
bad.
like pretty good. Publix is better for sure. I've had Raising Cane's and I've had Zaxby's, and they're the same. They're the same place, minorly different sauces, and the sauce is what makes those places extra good. Otherwise, it's pretty good chicken fingers and chicken products. I'm sure that I've had like really good fried chicken and like at like one-off restaurants or whatever. I'm blanking on any of them, but there is one place locally here on H Street, H and Chicken, it's called, that is pretty damn good. And if I'm gonna go out and grab some fried chicken, I think that's gonna be my first thought locally. So that's me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they
Yes.
actually do have Popeyes here in Korea, and it's pretty solid. I don't go there often, but every now and then I will. And it's solid. They have a pretty solid place too that's a fast food style that just focuses on chicken sandwiches that are usually fried that I know Bob would like. It's called Mom's Touch. And
He always loves Mom's
I don't know how to take that.
Mm.
And I remember
butt, I
last
believe.
year they had they had one chicken sandwich that was mac and cheese, so that was pretty
Hell
solid.
yeah, dude. You can actually, it's like chicken places or like fried chicken places or like barbecue places where you can really tell if they're quality or not by the quality of their sides.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that goes a long fucking way.
But the most of the time I regularly go to a place for chicken. It's this place where they do Korean style fried chicken with beer, but they serve you the whole chicken. So the whole chicken comes to you fried, and we cut it up there at the table or whatever. And that's a good place, and it's got good sides. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
We've got a joint called Bonchon that does fried chicken. It's probably nothing like actual Korean fried chicken, but it's fucking delicious. Whatever it is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Fried
That's
chicken is
good.
great, dude.
Yeah,
It's
Korean
great.
fried chicken is big summertime vibes. Take it out by the
Ooh.
river, chicken and beer. It's the way to go, baby.
Hell yes.
Oh yeah.
We're more alike than we are different, aren't we?
Seriously, chicken and beer.
Chimek, we call it here in Korean.
That's what I call it too.
We call it that too. Thanks for calling, Nicole. Always good to hear from you. Again, you guys can hit us up at 904-638-3231. Leave a message for next week. We are actually going to be reviewing Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma next week. It's happening.
Finally. Did you get
It
to see
is
it, Bob?
happening. No, I got tickets for Sunday though.
Okay, all
Nice.
right.
So,
They're actually
yeah.
re-showing it because the Women's Film Festival is playing here in Korea this weekend. There's a showing on Monday. I'll see if I can make it. I'll see
I was
if I
thinking
can
about
make
rewatching
it.
as well.
I would
'cause,
like to
man,
rewatch
it's-
it, but
it's
that's
a-
the only. It just so happens that the Women's
Yeah.
Film Festival is playing, and it's playing there, so that'd be the only chance I could.
I'll tell you,
I'm
man,
looking
it
forward
was
to it.
there weren't a lot of showings of this thing, but it like in at least locally packed houses, pretty much all of them are very packed. It's like as bad as the Odyssey or as far as like number of fighting
Seats
for tickets,
available,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
It was for the number of screens that they had, they could have easily gotten away with more, but I'm guessing that
Yeah.
actually the Odyssey probably had a lot to do with them not
True,
having
yeah.
one.
Yeah, I don't know why it's getting like a kind of limited release. I wish it was.
But I mean, Spider-Man
bigger
and Odyssey
release.
are blowing the fuck out of theaters right
They
now.
are.
It's in
That's true.
Blockbuster
Yeah.
summertime. I mean,
It
it's
is,
competing with
yeah.
a lot.
It's
But
true.
it's a singular film, and it's getting a lot of attention for sure.
Like legit, yesterday I was going for a walk and I stopped by one of the theaters that has an IMAX theater in it, just to see if there was like any Odyssey available. But I was just scrolling like through the general schedule, and it went all the way to like next Tuesday. And like there was almost like no other movie showing except for Spider-Man Odyssey. Like maybe like one or two other movies in a theater that's got at
Miasma
least
in
like
IMAX.
I don't know, at least 15 screens or
There's
something
a
like
couple
that.
of scenes that would be done real well in IMAX from that movie, I would say.
Whoa, Randy.
Well, check it out if it's playing at a theater near you. Hopefully it is, because Jane Schoenbrun's movies are beautiful, and I feel like this is probably going to look amazing on a big screen.
It does.
Check it out. Get ready for next week's show. Call in with summer camp stories. The summer's winding down. We're transitioning into spooky
Last
season.
chance.
Give us your summer camp stories. Whatever you got.
The
Bring 'em
sexiest one.
Sexiest summer camp stories you got. So yeah, that is gonna do it for us this week at Straight Chilling. Until next week, as always, all you mother truckers, please keep chilling.
Why is it so mean?